Good morning class. Here in this today's lecture, we are going to discuss the next point, that is nested if statement, switch case statement and looping statement. Before going to start today's point, let us revise the previous lecture points. In previous lecture, we discussed the assignment operator, that is simple operator means equal to, plus means plus, addition and assignment operator, multiplication or multiply assignment operator, subtract and assign operator, divide and assign operator, and modulus and assign operator with their example. Next point, we learn that bitwise operator. Bitwise operators are bitwise or, bitwise and, bitwise XOR and bitwise NOT, as well as left shift, right shift with the example. Next, we discuss the expression. In that, we learn the primary expression. Primary expression is of three types: primary expression constant and literal values, primary expression keywords, primary expression variable references. Next point, we learn that object and array initializers, function definition, expression, invocation, expression. Next, we learn the conditional statement. Conditional statement means what? Conditional statement decide the flow of execution based on a condition. There are 5 conditional statements. Out of 5, we learn if statement, if else statement, if else if statement in previous lecture. Now, we will discuss the nested if statement, switch case statement and looping statement in this lecture. Let us see one by one each and every point. First of all, nested if statement. In nested if statement, when multiple conditions are introduced in particular sequence, we may use nested if statement. A nested if and if statement that is target of another if or else is called as a nested if statement. Or nested if statement means what? An if statement inside an if statement is called as a nested if statement. Writing if statement inside the another if is known as nested if. While checking number of conditions, we may need to nest a if statement inside the another if statement. This is the syntax of nested if statement. If test condition 1. If the test condition 1 is true, then it will check for test condition 2. Suppose it is true, then it will check the condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, then this statement will execute the test to true statement, means it executes this statement. Otherwise, if the test condition 2 is false, suppose this condition is false, then these statements will execute the test 2 for false statement. Then suppose if the test 1 is false, suppose test 1 itself is false, then this statement will get executed, means test 1 false statement is executed. This is the syntax of nested if else statement. Next point. This is the flowchart of nested if else statement. In this flowchart, first of all, the first condition, when loop enters into the condition, the first condition is checked. If it is true, then it enters into the condition 2. Suppose it again the condition 2 is checked. If it is true, then the true block will get executed. Otherwise, suppose it is false, then the false statements will get executed. Otherwise, if the test 1 itself false, then it directly execute the last else block statement. Okay, this is the flowchart of nested if else statement. Next is example of nested if else statement. This is the, let us see example of nested if else statement. First step is to open the notepad. In this, write HTML tag. After that, here I am taking a head tag. In head, we take a title tag and give a title as a nested if else. Close the title tag. After that, close the head tag. After that, here take a body tag. In body tag, we take script tag. In script tag, here we declare one variable as a age and assigns the value equal to 15. After that, we write a condition if suppose age is less than 18. Then here I am printing document.write not eligible to work. Not eligible to work. Okay. Next statement is else. Suppose first condition is true, then document.write means this is displayed on a web page. And next is else statement. In else statement, again we check one condition that if suppose age is greater than equal to 18 and age is suppose less than equal to 60, then here I am printing document.write here I am taking B for the statement. To make the statement bold, you are eligible to work. Okay. Here again I am please fill your details. Here close the bold tag, concatenate. For concatenation we use a plus sign and here use the break tag. Close the bracket. Okay. Next else statement. If this condition is true, then this statement will be executed. Otherwise, close the if statement, else open curly bracket document dot write. Here in bold tag we write you are too old. To work as per government rule. Okay. And here close the bold tag. Again close the parenthesis. Here close the else, close the next else. Here in this program we take HTML head title tag. In title tag we write the nested if statement if else. as a title. Next is a close the head tag. After that we take body tag. In body tag write a script tag. In a script we declare one variable. Here you can also write a comment, that is declare variable age. Okay. Next here we take one condition, that is age is less than 18. Suppose it is less than 18, then this is printed, that is not eligible to work. This is printed on a web page. Otherwise, in else condition or in else statement, we write one condition, that is if age is greater than equal to 18 and age is less than equal to 16. Here and logical AND operator is used. In this logical AND, it checks the two conditions. Both conditions are true. If suppose both conditions are true, then print the first line, that is you are eligible to work. Otherwise, else statement is executed, that is you are too old, so as per the government rule, after that close the else statement. Save this file with the extension of nested.html, with the extension of HTML, and save this file and check the output. It displays this output, that is not eligible to work. This program it displays not eligible to work on a web page because age is equal to 15, means 15 is less than 18, so that it prints on a web page that not eligible to work. Let us see the next point. Switch case statement. Explain switch case statement in a JavaScript with example. This question may ask in exam. First of all, we have already seen if with its different types. The main purpose of if is selection of conditions among multiple conditions. If the statement looks very easy if there are less number of conditions, but it looks very confusing and complex when more conditions are introduced. It's really difficult for a new user to understand the logic of nested if. Another way to make the decision among the multiple conditions is available. This is the switch case statement. It is very easy to understand, and the logic as well as the sequence of the instructions and the branching of the conditions. Switch statement accepts the value and tests it for various conditions. If all conditions are false, then default condition will get executed. If condition switch statement means what? Switch case is a multi-way decision making statement which helps to select a single options from the multiple given options. Here switch case statement evaluates an expression. Expression means what? It is usually a name of variable value of which we want to check, or expression is an integer expression or a character expression. The value of expression is then compared with the values of each cases in the structure. The value of expression compared with values of each case in a structure. If it is matched, the associated block of code is executed. The switch case statement is often used together with the break and default keyword or both. These both are the optionals. So break keyword means what? A break keyword breaks breakouts of the switch block. This will stop the execution of the code and or a case testing inside the block. If the break is omitted, the next code block in the switch statement is executed. The default keyword specifies some code to run if there is a no case match, and there can only be one default keyword in a switch. This is the syntax of switch case statement. Here switch keyword is used And expression may be an integer expression or a character. In this, the conditions are checked one by one. Here case condition 1, in that statement break keyword, case condition 2 statements break keyword up to case condition n statements break keyword. After that, suppose if all conditions are false, then default condition will get executed. The conditions first of all checked one by one. The statement of the case would be executed if the condition is true. Else the control will pass to the next condition. Suppose case condition 1 is true, it will execute the statements, otherwise it pass to the condition 2. If it is true, then it will execute the statements. After that, suppose all the conditions are false, then the default condition statement will get executed. The different conditions in the switch case is called as a cases. Within those cases, you can write the statements. In that cases, you can write the statement to get executed. And these cases are break or completed by using the break keyword. In the switch cases, cases is called as a labels, and the expression and the constant values are called as the labels. Each value of each case should be a unique with the switch statement. There is no need of the braces around the statements. There is no need of a brackets to open curly bracket and close curly bracket around these statements. But case labels end with the colon. Here the case labels end with the colon. This is the case label end with the colon. This is all about, this is the syntax of switch case statement. Next point, write a code to illustrate use of switch case statement in a JavaScript. Let us see the example of switch case statement. Here take new file, notepad file. Here I am taking first of all HTML tag. After that, we take a head tag. After that, I am taking a title. Give title as a switch case. Switch case. Close the title tag. After that, we take a script tag. Here take a body tag. In body tag, take a script tag. Here first of all, we must close the head tag. Here in a script tag, here I am taking one variable, that is var I is equal to 3. Here assigns the value variable I to 3. Here we take a switch keyword, and here I am passing expression as a variable name I. Open the switch case. Here give the case 1 label, close with a semicolon or end with a colon. Semicolon, not a semicolon, it is colon. And here I am taking document dot write I is a 0. Next, break the statement by using break keyword. Here again case 1 colon document dot write I is 1. Break. Here again I am taking case 2. In case 2, I am writing document dot write method. In this, I is 2. And break. After that, we write default statement. In default statement, we write document dot write I is greater than 2. Okay. Next, close the switch case, close the script, close the body tag, and close the HTML tag. Close the body tag and close the HTML tag. Save this file with the extension .html. File save, switch.html, and see the output. It will show I is greater than 2. In the code, we write first case, or we take variable I is equal to 3. Value of this variable is equal to 3, and pass the variable in a switch case as an expression. Here expression checks the one by one all the cases. Here case 0. First of all, check the case 0. Document.write I is 0. It is false. Next, control goes to the next statement. Again it will check case 1. It is false. Then again case 2. It is also false. All conditions are false. That's why control goes to the default condition. In default condition, I am printing here I is greater than 2. I is greater than 2 because I is equal to 3. That's why this statement is printed on a web page. Okay. Next is the loop statement. What is loop statement? Loop in a JavaScript are used to execute the same block of code a specified number of times, or while a specified condition is true. JavaScript supports different kinds of loops. First of all, for loop. Second is a while. Third is a do while loop. Fourth is a for-in loop, and fifth is a continue loop. For loop. First of all, we'll see for loop. For loop. Explain the for loop with the example. A for loop repeats until a specified condition evaluates to false. And the JavaScript for loop is similar to the Java and C for loop. It is similar to C language and Java languages for loop. For loop is iterative statement. It is used to repeat a set of statement number of times. Here, this is the syntax of for loop. For initialization, semicolon, test condition, semicolon, and the increment decrement output. Increment and decrement statement. After that, open curly bracket, statements to be executed if the condition is true, and close the for loop. The sequence of execution of the for loop is such that first of all, initialization. Initialization executed first. These initialization statements are executed only once. It is executed only once. They are used to initialize the values of the variable. It is used for the initialization of the values of variables. Next is the test condition. Second step is checking the condition. There can be only one condition. If condition is false, the execution of the loop will be terminated. That is, the execution will go outside the braces of a for loop. If the condition is not true, means condition is false. Third statement is to execute all these statements inside the curly braces if the condition is true. This statement will execute sequentially. The number of statements can be of any count. There can be another control statement if required inside on a one control statement. The fourth is the increment or decrement operations. We can update the variable over here before starting the next iteration of the statements. Finally, control goes back to the second statement. Means it checks again this condition. Next point is develop a JavaScript to implement the for loop. Let us see one example of for loop. Open new notepad window. In this, write HTML tag. After that, take a body. Write body tag. In here I am taking a header h2 and here I am taking header name as a for loop. Close the header tag. After that, open a script tag. In script tag, here I am assigning one variable or declare variable I. After that, we write a for loop. Here, suppose I is equal to 0. It starts with a 0. Then next is conditional statement, that is I is less than 5 and I plus plus. It increments with the 1. Next, here I am printing the statement that document.write the number is equal to, suppose concatenation operation, and here I am writing break tag, that is BR tag. Close the for loop, close the script tag and close the body tag, close the HTML tag. Save this file with the extension of for loop.html. Okay, see the output. This is the output of our program. That is, the number is 0, the number is 1, the number is equal to 2, the number is equal to 3 and the number is equal to 4. In the program, here we write in our program I will start with the initial value, that is 0. Due to I is equal to 0, it gets increased by 1 due to I plus plus, and repeats the document.write statement till it becomes a 5, less than 5. After this loop gets break. So in short, we can say that in for loop, at the time we specify initial condition, test condition and increment and decrement condition. This is I is behaving like a counter as well as participating in the output. Okay, this is all about the for loop. In the program, here it checks I means 0. I is initially I assigns to 0. 0 is less than 5. Its condition is false. So that the 0 is less than 5. Its condition is true. So that the number is 0. First of all, it prints the 0 and increment by 1. That is here I plus plus. I is equal to I plus 1 means 0 plus 1, that is 1. Here I's value is 1. Next, 1 is less than 5. It checks the condition. It is true. So that it prints the number is equal to 1. Again, I plus plus means I is equal to I plus 1. That is 1 plus 1. It becomes 2. Value of I becomes 2. Here, once again, it checks the condition 2 is less than 5. In this way, it checks the condition up to 5, means 5 is less than 5. Its condition becomes false. So that loop breaks the statement. It breaks the statement so that on a web page, it will display 0 to 4 numbers, means 0 up to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means 5. Okay. In this lecture, we discuss the for loop, then switch case statement, nested if else statement with their example. In next video lecture, we'll see the for in loop, while, do while loop, and continue statement. Thank you.